Yo, 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 what's up, YouTube? It's the Junkie and Miss Haley. We're back with another video. This video is probably the first one on YouTube. I know there is a how to bag and board your comic book video out there by another fellow YouTuber. This one is how to bag and board your new comic book day comics the right way. Miss Haley's excited. She's got her friend there with her. So let's go ahead and get into it, and I'll show you what I have set up here. This is going to be my new comic book day haul, plus a how-to video on how to bag and board your new comic book day books. This is my box of supplies: tape, pens, markers, different types of tape, index cards, good stuff like that. I always have this out ready to go. Here's my new comic book day books. There are some backing boards. I'm not going to show the company because I don't want to support or show support for a company that's already sponsoring another YouTuber. And these are Ultra Pro comic book bags, poly bags. So Ultra Pro, if you're out there and you're watching this video, I love to get in on the action and have a sponsor. And these are pre-bagged and boarded boards and bags for my new comic book day haul. Okay, now if you guys don't know, this is what they call Scotch tape. Okay, Scotch tape. This Scotch tape here is real soft. It's real easy to peel. So if it does get stuck on your book, it's not going to tear your book or like other masking tape. You know, like other tapes. This Scotch tape is really soft and it's comic book friendly. Okay, now what you need this for is to seal your bag when you're done, okay? You'll need this tape to close the flap so that your comics will stay nice and secure in the bag and board after you've put your comic book in, okay? So you'll need that, Scotch tape, okay? Scotch tape, if you're watching, yes, I am looking for a sponsorship, so if you want to sponsor this video or my channel, I am definitely down for that. Okay. Then there is painter's tape. Now, painter's tape I usually use just on my Mylar books and bags. But yeah, it's really this tape is really forgiving. It doesn't stick to your comics, and it's really good. And yeah, so go ahead and buy you some of that. So let's go ahead and get into my new comic book day haul. So I will show you the books that I got this week. My shop was shorted a couple of boxes of their books. What happened was they sent them to another location instead of the location I shop at. So they would have been there by the end of Wednesday or Thursday. Unfortunately, I had to close at work, so I won't be able to pick those books up until next week, which is fine because I let them know which books I wanted, and most of them were on my pull list anyway, so yeah. So let's go ahead and get into the books that I did pick up. Here is Buffy number 3. The vampire variant. I love this. I love getting these covers here. And here is the regular cover. My wife loves this series, so I try to pick up all the books I can, the different variant types, just to show her. The variants are very cool. Here is the issue you get when it's on your sub pull. So I got that one because it's on my list. We got Amazing Spider-Man 17. Red Hood and the Outlaw, number 32. Dead Man Logan, number 5 of 12. I'm looking forward to reading this when it's all done. Marvel Comics Presents, number 2. Loved this series back in the day. Age of Conan Bellet. I think that's how you say it, Bellet. Prodigy, number 4. Grim Knight, number 1. Really looking forward to reading this. And I picked up 2 copies of this cover here. They didn't have any of the blank sketch covers, so yeah, didn't pick one of those up. So I'm going to set this camera down, and I'm going to show you. Now, these are boards. Now, you can buy these at comic book stores, on eBay, and what they do is they help keep your comic book firm in the bag, so that the comic book doesn't get all bent up. There is what they call a shiny side, and that's the side you want to use. And these are called poly bags. These poly bags last about 6 to 7 years, depending on certain factors room temperature, humidity, and stuff like that. They could last up to 7 years. After that, I suggest changing them out. Some YouTubers out there claim they last 40 or 50 years. Channel We Love Comics, he thinks they last, 50, 60 years. Hell, they'll even last a lifetime of your comic if you want. That's true if you really don't give a shit about your books. So, yeah, so these are good up to about 6 years. Like I said, Ultra Pro are the ones I use, and Ultra Pro, if you're out there watching this video, I would love a sponsorship, because YouTube is about making money and about, getting noticed and getting out there and getting your name out there and becoming a superstar. So that's what this is all about. So let me set my camera down, and I will show you how to bag and board. Okay, I've already put the board in the bag. Some YouTubers do it a different way. They lay the comic book on the board and then slide it in the bag, which I find is a really difficult way to do it, and you may damage your book doing it that way. So what I've done is I like to pre-board the bags, and I leave a little bit of the board sticking out. Here's the top of the bag. Here's what they call the flap of the bag. So what I like to do is I like to get my comic. I like to use my thumb. See how I'm using my thumb here? And I'm using the five finger technique. I'm holding the bag with the 5 fingers, and I'm using my thumb as my guide. I know on my previous video how to safely put a lid on your comic book box, I suggested a 2-finger. Yeah, if you go more than 2 fingers on your lids, you're going to loosen it up, and no one wants a loose lid. You know what I mean? So everybody wants a nice, tight, fitting lid. So 2 fingers is the max for me. If you get a lid that you can put 3 or more fingers in, it's probably best to change it out. So, because really nobody wants a loose lid. Everybody wants a nice tight lid. So, what I'm doing here is I'm using my thumb to push the bag down a little bit, to give a little bit of a gap. Okay, a little gap is good. You don't want a big gap. You want a little gap. So what you do is you take your book, and you slide the corner in that gap. See how I'm doing right there? I'm sliding it in the gap, okay? And the gap's not too big, because if the gap was too big, I'd be able to put the whole book in the gap. You don't want to put the whole book. You just want to put the tip. Put the tip in the gap. See how I'm putting the tip in? Sometimes, all she wants is the tip. So you got to put the tip in first. And then what I do is I let go. And then I just let the book slide right in. You see how it's sliding right in real nice and easy like that? And then I just push down, and the board comes down with it. And there you go. Kind of tap it a little bit on the bottom. And there you go, guys. Your comic book is now placed in a poly bag with a board. And see how it's kind of firm and your comic book won't get all bent up? Okay, so let's do that one more time. I'll show you guys one more time. Grab your bag and board, already pre-boarded into the bag. Use your thumb. Push down so there's a little gap. Okay? Here's your book. Put just the tip. Remember, just the tip in. Okay? Sometimes, the tip is the best part. Just put the tip in real slow, let go, and then slide your book in. See how much easier that is to do than the other way of bagging and boarding your books like the other YouTuber showed you? The other way is a lot harder, and you can fumble, you can screw up your book, and yeah, so one more time for all my new collectors out there, and even the veteran guys, man. I know there's some veteran guys that really got some good, useful information out of my how to safely put your comic book lid on your box. And that's good. I'm here to help. I'm here to help the community. I'm here to get sponsorships, and I'm here to, just try to make the community a little bit better than it is. Okay, thumb, a little gap, just a tip, and slide it right on in, man. I'm telling you, slide it right in like that, you're not going to have any problems. And there you go, guys. That is how you safely bag and board your new Comic Book Day books. This video is brought to you by Miss Haley, the Junkie, Ultra Pro, and, yeah, new Comic Book Day, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped. Leave some comments, suggestions, on what you want to see next. Next, I'm going to show you how to safely vacuum your room and dust your comic book room. Yeah, but so any other, any other things that you new collectors and older collectors want to see, let me know, and I'll hook you guys up. All right, guys, it's Junkie, and I'm out. Peace.